Hey, spuddies, Potatomcwhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6 in the Khmer. We're also playing with JFD's Rule with Faith mod, which is a pretty cool mod. I've been really enjoying it. It adds a lot to the game, I feel. In particular, these great theologians are a lot of fun to play with. We are getting 55 great profit points per turn. God damn, that's a lot. We're also in the process of pretty much finishing up the game here. We're really close to winning, so there's not probably a huge amount left in terms of episodes. In fact, I'm pretty much planning on finishing this game this episode, so get excited, etc. I've been settling all sorts of new cities because I want to be trading my cities away so that I can get a majority religion in an enemy empire to make just winning that little bit easier. We'll settle here and we'll just get to work on some basic stuff like monuments just to keep these cities busy. I settled an absolutely gargantuan empire, by the way. It's like silliness. Nobody needs an empire this big. Okay, so I've got to take a Persephalizer promotion on you. I believe there was another apostle over here that has a promotion that hasn't been taken yet. But let's go to the next turn and we will hopefully convert another city or two. We took a hit here on this guy, which is not who we want to take a hit on. But we want to cross the river and see if we can hit this guru. Okay, do we want to switch away from theocracy? Not really. If we were going to switch away anywhere, it would be to constitutional monarchy, but I think I like the discount on faith purchases right now, and it gives me the +5 theological combat strength. In fact, I think it may even be worth it to stop producing settlers and slot in the thing that gives me +5 religious theological combat strength. And I will. Oof. Okay, my game does not like it. We're going to cross the river, try to hit this guru in one hit. There we go, we eliminated him. Now we still obviously have to deal with this guy. But we can use our translator here to secure that city. Then you are a debater. So force a fight there. You're a Persephalizer, get in there and Persephalize. There we go. What do? You are a translator. Very good. And then that city is mine now. You are a thingamadoodle. Guru. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 cities of the 13 that they have. So actually I could take him out pretty quickly here. Okay, we'll kill this guy as well. So I think I can actually do the trading this turn. Oh my god, am I going to win at like 3 minutes here? Oh Jesus. Right. I'll tell you what, we'll go through another turn or two, just to add, just so the episode isn't literally 3 minutes long. Go here, heal. Don't accuse me of stat padding by playing longer, but I'm technically I'm stat padding. Make your way over here to Shizuoka. Alrighty, get rid of this. Unit needs orders. Get into here to Akayama. In fact, I think my religion is basically dominant of him. Yeah, I'm about to be dominant of him. And then I can just trade cities to China. Yep, gonna be a short episode, but we can spend a bit of time talking about the mod, I suppose, at the end of the episode. It's gonna be a short episode in terms of gameplay, but I'll still try to talk a little bit about my thoughts on the mod. Okay. So now that should be me dominant here of him. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities, so I will trade you 7 cities. China! Hello, my good sir! Make a deal. Which 7 cities? In Sanipura. I'll give them the cities without districts. Wait, have they been converted yet? Is the question. No, but it should convert really quick, right? It's got 15 pressure on it. I won't give him this one because it's just fresh. But I'll give him like... I'll give him... Seoul, Potatomcwhiskey, Argos, Athens, and Animatrapura. Okay. I'll just give him all these cities. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cities. That should win me the game. Yep, there you go. 4 saves converted to Hinduism. I feel like we had a pretty good game. We had a game where we went to war. We did a religious thing. I pretty much gave him like a slice of my empire. Completely unintentionally. But yep, we did that thing. Okay, let's just all these actions don't matter. So we will just skip through and then that'll be the win.
We have a basic need to believe in something greater than ourselves. We crave solace in the darkness, light into our path. Thanks to you, we found meaning amid the cosmos.
So there we go. That's a win. You got to see the little movie. Let's have a look at our ranking. Where did we rank? Probably somewhere really bad. Really bad. Ethelred the Unready. Yeah, okay. So you can see our culture per turn. There's us. We started off pretty shaky. Oh my god. Saladin was like on some craziness here for a while. Here's our faith per turn. Pretty much started out fairly weak and then it skyrocketed. Then our gold balance was similar. Just, you know, science per turn was, I would actually say we were kind of fairly weak for a while, and then we obviously ran away with the game as we got better and better. Our score per turn, here it was, not too bad. Let's have a look at total cities captured. I'm more interested in total cities founded. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this graph. I just went nuts on city settling. Total cities lost. I killed people, which felt pretty good. Total grey people points earned. I actually didn't really earn that many. Total grey people, but the total number of combats I was in was pretty low. I think that counts religious combats. Founded a religion. I love how you can it has a graph for just like total religions founded. Total units killed. I was killing quite a few towards the end. That was a bit of fun. Greece never really got much in the way of kills, but I got a lot of kills throughout the game. There was like a brief period there where there was no war. You know? Japan, or rather Germany, was pretty much at war, like from start to finish of the game. As was, yeah, just Germany really. See, total wars against players. Germany went to war a lot. Total wonders constructed. I made barely any. Looks like China made quite a decent amount throughout the game, which is fair. But yeah, there you go. Let's have a look at our empire. I feel like this actually. Oh, right. I need to go through the end turn thing. I feel like this game went really, really well, actually. We started off, we got a fast second city. We identified a threat in Greece. We very quickly built an army and churned our way up to here. Then we identified a lot of settlement locations and settling places. We settled out a really, really big empire because we had isolation. Then we converted that empire into a massive amount of faith. And we converted that faith into a set of religious units to push into Saladin, get relics, all that sort of stuff. And then we pushed up into Germany, and then we traded cities to China to finish out the game. It's kind of an abusive way to win the game, but hey, what are you going to do? The really interesting thing, I want to talk about the mod a little bit. I feel like the mod actually adds quite a bit. I really, really like the new governments. I love all these new governments that he's added in. I love the new policies. I love the new policy slots and stuff like that. That's really cool. I love that I love that there's now cultural policies and religious policies and diplomatic policies. I love that there's all those. Only thing I was wondering is, I wonder if JFD added in wonders to add religious policy slots, because I think what I would do is I would have the Oracle give you +1 religious policy slot. That would make it way more powerful, way awesomer, way more fun to use. Maybe something like that, or maybe one of the later religious wonders like Mont Saint Michel or something would give you +1 religious policy slot. I don't know. Maybe make up a wonder, or Angkor Wat would give you +1 religious policy slot. Anything, just could do fun things, and then you could have certain wonders give you +1 cultural policy slot, all that kind of fun stuff. I feel like minor missed opportunity there to work with that sort of thing. But overall, the mod is really, really cool, and I think it adds a lot to the game. I'm a big fan of the Great Theologians. Here was a Great Theologian. This was... Oh man, he stole these off me. I wasn't even paying attention. These are way better than I thought. +1 cultural policy slot in any government, +1 religious policy slot in any government, land combat. This is a great work of writing. Instantly creates an apostle. Triggers a great moment. Like, these are really, really cool, great people in my opinion. I love this idea. I really think Firaxis should use this idea of having great theologians that touch different areas of the gameplay. I think he did a really great job of like tying together religion, great people wise, into other areas of the game. Because as it stands as the base game, I don't feel like religion is really connected to the rest of the game. I feel like religion feels really disconnected from the other victory types. And part of the reason it has to be that way is because religion is a victory type, right? Whereas in Civ 5, because religion wasn't a victory type, it was capable of being much more flexible in servicing other victory types. So you could have it help you towards a diplomatic victory. You could help it towards a domination victory. You could get it to help you towards a science victory. It could help you with any victory type, right? But because in Civ 6, because religion is a victory type, it would be too powerful for you to have a religion that is both capable of providing a win condition for you and helping you transition into a different win condition. So there's got to be like this investment that you put in. But I often feel like religion, even if you invest into a religion, it really doesn't pay off for victory types other than religion. And I think that's one of my biggest problems with religion in Civ 6 right now. And I honestly don't even think the developers are going to try to address it. I think they're happy with religion being its own victory type and not being able to be really used to propel your other victory types, which is fair. I mean, like that's if that's the direction they want to take the game, that's totally cool. It's just a thing I didn't like, because it was basically it's something I just missed from Civ 5, where you could build a really cool religion that would help you win the game in some other way. But that's not possible in Civ 6, really, unfortunately. I mean, it is to an extent, but when you're on higher difficulty levels or against players, the investment level for getting your religion and helping you with that doesn't match the reward level. You know what I mean? Religion does kind of support a tourism victory pretty well. I will say that. Religion does kind of complement a tourism victory. If you can get an early religion on a tourism game, it can actually be pretty helpful, because you get the extra faith generation to get the, maybe get a few relics, or maybe get naturalists or whatever. There's a bit of potential there, right? But generally speaking, I wouldn't even bother on a tourism game. I would maybe get a religion, maybe get a few holy sites just to get a few naturalists, and that would be about as far as I'd go. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this game. A lot of my fundamental complaints with the game are still in place. For example, I don't like that districts scale up so heavily in price throughout the game. I'm not a fan of it. I think it should be a function of how many districts are in the city and how many districts of that type you've already built. So let's say the first district in a city costs 50 base production, right? Like what is this? 54 base production, right? Let's say. Then for every instance of that district you build, you add a multiplier cost to that. So maybe you add, like, I don't know, 5%, and that stacks multiplicatively. So by the time you've done, when you've done 2, you have 2 times, you have 54 multiplied by 5% twice, which would be calculator. So that would be, 54 multiplied by 1.05 equals that. And then you multiply that by 1.05 again. So it would go from, so after building 2 of them, it would cost 60 production, right? That's just a base. But if you already have a district in that city, maybe it adds, for every district you've built in a city, it adds, I don't know, 10 production to the base cost or whatever. So I don't know. I just don't like that when you settle a city in the late game. Okay, like if we look here, it's going to take me 56 turns to build a thing in here. Now, I mean, granted, I only have 5 production. But this same city at turn 50, let's say, would take 10 turns to make this district, say 12 turns to make this district, right? At this current level of production. Now, granted, there wouldn't be this much production in the game at that point, but it's just, I don't like this. It doesn't feel good to play with these numbers, in my opinion. Because I feel like it too heavily rewards settling early and really pumping settlers early. I don't know. I've tried to describe my problems with it multiple times, and I've always struggled to really sort of succinctly explain why I don't like it. But, I'll keep trying until I get it. But yeah. Certainly an interesting game. Like, even just building a harbor over here, like, the game is going to be over in about 75 turns, right? Well, I mean, I won in 200 turns, but 99% of Civ games are over somewhere around, what is it, like turn 175 to turn 275, I think. I think I won this game a little bit quicker than usual. I think around turn 275, I can't remember, God, I do it all the time. But yeah, it's around turn 200, somewhere between turn 250 and turn 300, right, is when most Civilization games end on deity difficulty. And the problem is here, late game settling is just pointless. So you're really heavily encouraged to settle as many cities as you can really early into the game, which means you never really have time to build any of the wonders because the wonders are so expensive, and the opportunity cost of delaying a city by 30 turns is gargantuan. It's such a huge loss that the only optimal strategy right now is to settle a lot of cities. Now, they might change that with the loyalty mechanics, but I am hopeful. I'm looking forward to them, actually, because one of the things I am really excited about is that they're going to be compressing science a little bit. And what I mean by that is, so you guys, if you're playing the Rise and Fall, this was something I saw. I can't remember where I saw it, but basically, let's say there's the concept of the game era, okay? And let's say the game is in the Renaissance era. So let's go to the Renaissance era in the tech tree. Okay, we're in the Renaissance era. Every technology in the Renaissance era will have a normal price. Every technology later than the Renaissance era will have an increased price by 20%, and then it'll go 40%, and then it'll go 60%, and then it'll go 100% or whatever, right? And it'll do that sort of thing. But similarly, every tech earlier is cheaper. So this will be 20% cheaper. This will be 40% cheaper. This will be 60% cheaper, right? And the idea is that as the game era, it acts as a way to prevent people from skyrocketing ahead multiple eras by beelining techs, for example, cartography. But it also helps kind of people who are behind maybe keep up in technology, because their techs, if they're behind, their technologies get cheaper. So I'm really excited to see how that turns out in the game. I think it's going to be super cool. I think it's going to have actually a fairly large impact, because what often happens in the game is that you have like 1 or 2 AIs that got a really good start, and they're like in the information era when you're in like the early industrial era, which is fine because that's like literally only a few techs, but it just has kind of, it kind of causes games to be a bit weird, and you're going to win anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I feel like maybe if they add a little bit of a thing, it might prevent snowballing as well. I don't know. It's hard to exactly describe, but I'm looking forward to a lot of the changes in Rise and Fall. I even emailed Firaxis and basically begged them for a key. I said, please let me play the preview. But they probably won't let me play the preview because my channel is only tiny, relatively, compared to places like Marbazier and Quill 18. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series, or rather, I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and I hope my little bit of a rant at the end here was also helpful. Yeah, that's it from me. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel. And remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, though, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.